Today, we're going to break down exactly how a dental practice can go from being practically invisible online to ranking #1 on Google. And this isn't about guesswork or fuzzy theories. We're talking about a step-by-step, data-driven plan to completely own your local search results. Look, it's the question every single local business owner asks. You see your competitors sitting right there at the top of Google getting all the phone calls for new patients, and you can't help but wonder, what is their secret? What are they doing that you're not?
Okay, first things first, let's just bust a huge myth right now. For the longest time, SEO was this brute force game. Whoever had the most backlinks won. But that game is over. Simply trying to pile on more links than your competitor is an old and frankly really inefficient strategy. It's time for a way smarter approach.
So if it's not about the sheer number of links, then what is it about? Well, this is where we introduce a really powerful concept, link points. Instead of just counting up your links, we're going to start scoring them. We're basically moving from a game of quantity to a science of quality. This slide really lays out that fundamental shift in thinking. The old way of doing SEO was pretty much a guessing game that was all about volume, but now it's a data-driven science. It's not about getting more links anymore. It's about getting the right links, the ones that carry some real weight. So what exactly are these link points? Well, think of it as a scoring system for the true value of any backlink. And it's based on 3 critical factors, which we can remember with the acronym TAR: trust, authority, and relevance. Every single link you get can be measured against these 3 pillars. Let's break TAR down real quick. First up, trust. Is the website linking to you actually credible in Google's eyes? Think major news sites, university pages, that sort of thing. Second, authority. How strong is that site's overall reputation? This is often measured with metrics like domain rating. And finally, relevance. Is the link a good topical and geographical match? And this last one, it's a huge deal. A perfectly relevant link can be worth 4 times more than a generic, non-relevant one. 4 times! Okay, so now that we have our new metric, our link points, it's time to do a little bit of espionage. We need to analyze our competitors not just by how many links they have, but by their total link point score. This isn't just about looking at a spreadsheet. It's strategic intelligence gathering to figure out exactly what it's going to take to win. And here's what we found when we did our intel run on the Houston market. The top 3 players, you've got a respected local dentist, a big university dental school, and a national chain. They're all clustered right around the same score. This is gold. It gives us a clear, data-backed target. We now know the average score to beat is about 48 link points. This simple chart right here, this is our mission. Our new dental practice starts at 0. The average top competitor we need to beat is sitting at 48. Now, that gap isn't meant to be intimidating. It's our roadmap. It tells us exactly what we need to build to close that distance and take the top spot. Knowing the target score is one thing, but actually hitting it is something else entirely. So now we pivot. We move from analysis to action. We're going to build a precise, page-by-page blueprint for getting the exact links we need to close that 48-point gap. No more guessing. And we're going to approach this with a really logical 2-phase strategy. First, we build the foundation. We're going to focus all of our initial energy on the main city location page, in this case, Dentist in Houston. Once that foundation is rock solid, then we move to phase 2, reinforcing all of those individual high-value service pages. The most important thing about phase 1 is focus. We are laser focused on that main Dentist in Houston keyword to build authority for the whole city. And the blueprint is specific. We need to get links from 15 high-quality domains, all pointing directly to this one single page. That creates an incredibly powerful base for the entire website. All right, with that foundation secure, now we can start reinforcing our key service pages. The ones that actually make money. And notice the number of links is allocated based on how competitive that service is. The super competitive periodontist page gets 18 links, while others get fewer. All in all, the blueprint calls for a total of 47 targeted links going to these inner pages. But here's a pro tip. You don't build all these links the same way. For your main location page, you want broad trust and authority. That comes from things like digital PR and getting mentioned in news outlets. But for your specific service pages, you need high topical relevance. That's where getting a guest post on a niche dental blog is way more powerful. It's all about using the right tool for the right job. Now look, links are the 80%. They do most of the heavy lifting here. But if you truly want to dominate and stay at the top, you cannot ignore the other 20%. These are the supporting pillars that make all your link building efforts stick and actually amplify their power over the long haul. So, what's in that other 20%? Well, first, branded search. You want people searching for your practice by name. Second, content. Building out about 50 to 60 pages of genuinely helpful information. Third, user experience. Your website has to be fast and easy to use. That's just non-negotiable. And finally, EAT, which stands for expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. In a medical field, proving this is absolutely critical. I really want you to let this quote sink in for a second because it is so important. When real people are actively searching for your brand name, it sends one of the strongest possible trust signals to Google. It's a metric that's incredibly difficult to fake, and because of that, it carries immense weight. So let's put it all together. We've gone from this vague goal of ranking number one to a precise, actionable formula for success. This isn't just a theory. This is a blueprint based on reverse engineering what is already working for the very top players in a competitive market. 94. That's the number. That's the target. To dominate the Houston market, our plan calls for 94 high-quality, strategic backlinks. It's not some infinite, never-ending task. It's a tangible, achievable goal. And here is the winning formula. It is a perfectly balanced 1-to-1 ratio. For every single link you build to a specific service page, you build another one to your main location page. 47 plus 47. This creates a natural, powerful profile that Google absolutely loves to see. And that brings us to the final, crucial question you have to ask yourself. Is your current SEO strategy built on hope? Are you just kind of trying things and hoping they work? Or is it built on data? Because this whole case study proves that with the right data, you can stop guessing and start engineering your way right to the top.